Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to the Sanctuary. Once again, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward and continuing on our journey through relic grinding once again. Sorry it's been so long since I last did a Heavensward relic video, but you know, life gets in the way a lot. But I decided to finally hunker down a little bit and finally get this particular episode done. I wanted to get more materials beforehand, but that's, you know, a lost art at this moment. Anywhoozy, so we're just gonna not waste time and we're gonna get on with the next quest. Before we do though, I'm gonna show off each of the new weapons each of the awoken weapons, I should say, in my usual order. High Lord Fyrax says, not waste time. Weird. Oh, shut the fuck up. Anywhoozy. So, to start off, we have Paladins Pritwen and Haute Claire. The sword and the shield. For Monk, we have the Rising Suns, which unfortunately got glamored at some point along the line, so I gotta unglamour them. For Warrior, we have Parashu. For Dragoon, we have Brionac. Berimbau for Archer, or Bard, I should say. This is actually one of my favorites. Oh, another weapon I have to glamour back because I'm an idiot. Lunaris Rod for Black Mage. Actually, might hang on to that one. I'm not sure. This is going to be another one I have to... Oh, no. For Summoner, we have Almondal Awoken. For Sage, not Sage, Scholar, we have Elements Awoken. For White Mage, we have the Seraph Cane, which, even though I do not want to remove this glamour, I will remove it anyway, only because I need to show it off. I don't really like the look of this cane at all, to be honest with you. For Ninja, the Yukimitsu blades. For Dark Knight, one of my favorite of their broadswords, Deathbringer. For Machinist, Ferdinand. And last but not least, for Astrologian, oh, whoops, that's not Astrologian. For Astrologian, Atlas Awoken. I still have not mastered the art of fine-tuning, showing off these weapons. Anywhoozy, we're gonna switch back to Paladin. So far we've awoken our weapons, and we've heard a mysterious voice, and that's all we know. So we're gonna talk to our Darshir and continue on our relic grind with the next quest in this journey coming into its own. The Anima's growth thus far is well beyond what I expected. By absorbing ether during our travels, it has matured enough to take on a form separate from the weapon, and even speak to Chris. To grow so quickly would have required a substantial amount of ether. However, the Soul Stone is not without its limits. As it continues to absorb ether and grow, I fear it may not bear the strain of further development. You're telling me after all the work I did, the Anima could swell up like a bombard and burst? You better have a plan to fix it, because I sure as hell ain't starting over. Who exactly do you think you're talking to? This is my life's work. Short a time as that may be, of course I have a plan. If we reinforce the Soul Stone and increase its capacity for etheric energies, it should remain stable. I will speak with Rowena and see to collecting what we require. You had me fooled when you was begging and pleading to see those Charlene books before. Good to know your incompetence was only for show. Well, seeing as you have everything under control, if you don't mind, I think I'll run off to some tavern to get deep in your cups. Sadly, you haven't the time nor the coin for it. Not when you have a new weapon to make for our friend Chris here. A new weapon? I just finished fixing the one he has now! What the hell do you need another? Just as we develop and change over time, it is only fitting the Anima should as well. Or do you mean to tell me you were always such a gentleman even as a child? It never ends, does it? Fine! If it'll help me settle the debt with... Fine! If it'll help settle me debt with Rowena, you'll have your bleeding weapon. When attaching the Soul Stone to a new weapon, we're gonna need materials for conducting ether. That's where you come in. I need you to go and fetch me some enchanted lumber, fast-drying carbon coat, fast-acting elegant catalyst, and divine water. I know a lass in Mordona what sells them. Christiana's her name. Like as not, you'll find her keeping a corner somewhere at the House of Splendors. It won't come cheap, but you're a resourceful lot. I'm sure you'll think of something. Alright, back to Revenant's Toll for us. And this is the part where we're probably going to have to make this video a two-parter because I do not have all the materials yet. Alright, going to the north. In here, yes? No, upstairs. Oh, no, he's down here. Weird. Christiana? A customer! A customer! You're a customer, aren't you? I mean, I realize this isn't a proper stall, but I do have wares to sell. That is, if, you're willing to buy them. Have you come to buy my wares? Ether conductive materials. I think I have what you're looking for, but it won't come cheap. Truth be told, I don't get buyers for these items all that often. But now that I have you, my new favorite customer, I'm sure to turn a profit, and then I can build a stall of my very own. But I don't want your gil. No, dealing with gil is much too messy. What with all the counting and sorting and finding a place to... Bartering is much simpler, don't you think? There are a few things I'd be willing to trade for if you're interested. The goods requested by Christiana can be obtained through various means, including dungeons, allied society quests, and crafting. Speak with other players and share information to discover how to find them. Alright. So, for one of each of these, you need the following. For the enchanted lumber, we need 10 unidentifiable bones and 4 adamantite francescas. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. For the fast drying carbon coat, we need 10 unidentifiable shells and 4 titanium alloy mirrors. For the divine water, we need 10 unidentifiable ore and 4 dispelling arrows. And finally, for the fast acting Alagan catalysts, we need 10 unidentifiable seeds and 4 king's cakes. So all in all, I'm for 13. So I need, so I need 130 of the 10s, and I still have to gather so much. Well, we're back to the grind once again. So in part 2, we will finish coming into its own for pretty much all of them, hopefully.
Many months, several mental breakdowns, 1 recording screw up, and 1 alt character later.
All right, so we're back again on a completely different character, only because I kind of derped on the recording when I did this with Chris, so that's on me. Also, Lord Firex and Corlash are with me on this.
Yo.
In the loosest sense.
Yeah. So literally I have gathered all the materials for this stage of the Heavensward relic, and I realized after recording the first video that I didn't really explain much in terms of how coming onto its own worked. So allow me to explain. So Christiana has the 4 Anima weapon materials that you need to upgrade everything. The enchanted rubber, the fast drying carbon coats, the divine water, and the fast acting Alagan catalyst. Each of these require require items that you can get either from tomestones, or you can gather them or craft them. The unidentifiable bones, shells, ores, and seeds are obtainable through tombstone, either Poetics tomes, or you can farm the you can farm Alexander Gordius, so Fist of the Father, through Burden of the Father. There we go. So Fist, Cuff, Arm, and Burden of the Father to farm the precision pieces that you can submit in Idleshire for the unidentifiable stuff. As for the Adamantite Francesca, the titanium alloy mirrors, the dispelling arrows, and the king cakes, you can either grab those from your grand company or you can craft them yourself. So we're going to turn in the materials needed. And number 4. Alright, now we're going to head back to Azizla. And I'm going to use my last Aetheryte ticket to do that. Alright. Now I can finally submit these to Geralt. Got everything we need. Good. Hand it over. Hand it all over. The weapon too. Adash's ready to work on the soul stone, and he won't shut up about it. At least now it'll all be over. Alright, here's Hot Flare and Threepwin, and the items requested. Good on you, lad. Now then, let's make us a weapon, eh? Yes, let's.
Can't say I've ever fought something quite so extraordinary. A weapon fit for your growing anima. Nay, something more than that. A beauty worthy of ballads. Almace, a sword without equal. Together with Unseal, the gods themselves will be hard-pressed to lay a blow on ye.
Nice. Well, hello. Thank you.
Wait till Rowena takes a gander at this! We keep this up and she'll be giving me notes of promise!
To be honest, I once questioned what use I had for a drunkard with a hammer, but you have proven yourself to be quite the competent blacksmith. When you're sober. Senrio, I am at a loss as to how to express my thanks. You look danger in the eye, unflinching, risking life and limb to help me. I hope someday I can repay your kindness.
Sure, he carried it around a bit, but I made the damn thing. Don't I deserve a little more than left-handed compliments?
What? The Anima manifested again? When? But I didn't see anything. Are you certain? Why is it that only you are able to see the Anima when it chooses to present itself?
Maybe it's got no interest in the likes of you.
I suppose the Anima is not yet strong enough. Perhaps one day, after it is fully matured, we too will be able to behold its wonders. This calls to mind the Havnarian literature on the Zodiac Braves, legendary heroes who wielded arms of unparalleled strength. But soon they will tell tales of a new legend, of you and your Anima weapon.
Now don't be getting ahead of yourself, lad. No denying its beauty, but there's still room for improvement. You just said yourself the Anima ain't fully matured yet.
I do not need you to remind me of such things. I have kept a rather comprehensive account of everything we have done thus far. With all the data I have collected, it is only a matter of time before the next step in fostering the Anima is clear. Which reminds me, Senrio, if you would care to read over my notes on our work, you are more than welcome to pore over them at your leisure. They are on the table just over there.
Aye, that's the way, lad. Every step that brings us closer to finishing this bleeding weapon brings me a step closer to a life free from debt and that gill-swindling wench Rowena.
Your weapon has been forged anew and the Anima's strength blossoms. I have unlocked the achievement Anima Crossing and the achievement Animaniac, Unseal, and Almace, which we will show off right now just for shits and grins. Not bad. Though I'm still looking forward to the finished product. Anyway, that's going to be it for this particular video. We will show off all the relic weapons on the next step. But until then, if you're watching on Twitch and like the live stream, click the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching on YouTube and you like the VOD, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the full Heavensward relic grind, and click here to watch the next relic video when it comes out. Until then, we'll see you all next time.